Welcome back to Imperfect Labs. Today I have the frame of a Studiologic SL-161, which I have dismantled and taken the wonderful key bed out of. It's not hammer action, but it is semi-weighted and it's got wonderful action actually. But the unit itself is kind of ugly. So I plan to mask off the lights. That's probably all I'm going to mask off. I may mask off the holes just underneath just to make sure paint doesn't go spraying everywhere. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to. I guess I'll mask off the hole here, which will take a little while. I'll probably just fast forward through that. But my plan, as you'll see on the screen with my mock-up, is to paint it red. This Rust-Oleum apple red. Now this is paint and primer, but I have read that you really need to use this plastic adhesion promoter. I'm going to sand this a little bit and then treat it with the plastic adhesion. The big problem I have is, and this is one reason why you'll see me make progress not on video. I don't have a studio or a workshop that's all preset with ventilation, so I spent an hour just setting up for this before I could even start, and I'm not going to be able to video all of it. I'll try to take my camera with me when I go outside, and if there's a breeze, I'm going to have to finish this tomorrow. But we shall see how it goes. But my plan is, as you saw in the image, to do red, and then a stripe of the other three colors, and then do a clear coat over the top. And I'm also going to replace all of these labels using a technique called water slide labels. We're going to pause here for a second because I did not end up using water slide labels. It was just too messy on top of paint on top of plastic. So I bought a Cricut Joy vinyl cutter and ended up vinyl cutting all of the labels. And if you know anything about vinyl cutters, they really can't cut small stuff. I was able to get down to about 1/8 of an inch tall for the letters. You'll see it at the end. It didn't come out too bad, but definitely if you get close, you can see kind of the wonkiness in the letters. They're not exactly perfect straight lines, but I think it came out great anyway. This is a brand new thing for me, so I'm just going to start with the top here. And I've got some super fine sandpaper, and I'm just gonna, this is basically the point of no return for this thing, so my goal isn't to get all the printing off, it's just to give it a nice gritty surface. Theoretically, one of the sites, or one of the YouTube videos I saw, they actually, I know it's kind of talking while I'm scratching, they suggested using acetone, which I do have. I'm just not sure what it's going to do to the plastic, so I'm just going to do the sandpaper thing instead. So this is just a sped up video of me doing all the sanding. Not very interesting, just sanding to make sure that the adhesion spray will stick and then the paint will stick. I did a pretty good job. This video is actually months old now. I'm adding this voiceover and trying to finish the video so that I can get it posted. I sprayed the whole thing in red as a base, and this was one of my first spray paint jobs, so it did drip here and there and sort of build up in places. And because I did it as a base, once you see the other colors go on, you can see the streaks or the drips in all the layers because the bottom layer was dripped and I did not sand it. So I got a lot done off camera, and I learned that I really need a paint booth because there's dust and pollen and just all kinds of little things that manage to get into the paint. But we'll see how it comes out in the end. I'm hoping it's okay. These haven't been coated yet with a sealant because I may do the stripe all the way around on the back too. I may tape it together and run the stripe all the way around, which I'm going to attempt to do now. So, and I'm hoping that I don't scratch it or rip the paint right off of it. But we will see. All right. This looks like it's probably the, well, no, this is probably the back because it's got the risers, the higher. So I should probably put a towel down on this table because the coating's not, I haven't coated this yet. So there it is. Huh. Curious. There's a gap. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. There's a gap here. I didn't realize was there. It's not too bad, but and it's not, it doesn't appear to be caused by the paint, so I'm not sure what the deal is there, or if I need to maybe sand down the internal posts just so they're a little tighter. I should have been much more careful on these edges too. I'm probably going to need to buy one more can of this paint. Maybe not. Maybe it'll be all right though. But you can see it, and I don't like that. But then again, this is imperfect. Yeah. Okay. So, I don't know how well this is going to work. Hopefully this, let's see if I can get the mic closer. I'm using a very directional mic, which doesn't help. Okay. Now I have to decide if the blue is going to go into the crevice or just inside the crevice. I think just on the other side of it. So I learned a few things when I was doing the spray paint that you can't rush it. I would put the blue masking tape on it, the painter's tape on it. Sometimes I would either leave it on too long or take it off too early or put it on too early. So I had some bleed through between the layers. I should have just let the thing set for a day or two and then like peeled the tape off pretty quickly after it got tacky and let it set and then put the tape back on. Here you can see me spraying some of the other coats. I did this in the garage because there was so much dirt outside. Ultimately, if I really want to do this, I need to create a paint booth. But I didn't really have one. This is my first project like this, and I was just kind of winging it. Came out pretty good, but it definitely could be better. It just could. So I've discovered an automotive paint. I've done another project. I've custom painted a microkorg, bright red, and it came out much more even, no drips, and it's pretty sturdy finish too. And it didn't require the plastic adhesion spray either. So here you can see some of the layers. This was the first run. I finished up some things, and then now you can see the finished product, which is a little cleaner. One mistake I made was spray painting it with it all closed instead of doing one half and the other half. If I had it to do over again, I would have done one half and the other half to make sure that the edges all the way around into the seams were all painted. But you can see the finished product here, and I'm pretty happy with it. And it is currently up for sale on Reverb.com. This is a quick video to show you the functionality. It does come with the manual. So you can program it. Right now I have the two zones set to MIDI channel 1 and 2, and I have multiple layers. They're all going out the same MIDI cable, but zone 1 is going out channel 1, zone 2 is going out channel 2. So this is zone 1. And it does have aftertouch. That's a really long delay. The sounds you're hearing are from Analog Lab, and I just put them on 2 different layers in Logic and set the input channels to 1 and 2. So if I punch 1 again and turn it off, and punch 2 again and turn only 2 on, now you should hear sound 2. And if I light them both up, oh, this one does have aftertouch. No, I thought it did. Yeah, it puts kind of a noise in there. And I believe you can change the aftertouch sensitivity. I'm not going to really go into all of that. I just wanted to cover the fact that this does work and the programming on it does work. Honestly, I'm not going to dig into everything, but I was able to set those MIDI channels. So you just have to read the manual, and the wheels do work. So there you go. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll be able to post some more of these custom projects as I get a bunch of my backlog of video and things edited and posted. Keep watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.